Gene, good to be here live with you this time. We're usually tape, but thanks for coming on down.
We were held up by the weather, but I had a little discussion with God. So the rains let up, the seas parted, and here we are.
The hair looks great. Paul Janik, thank you for joining us too. We talk about the business of soda, certainly. Gene, I got to start off with you. Soda has been in decline for many years. Why are you putting your name to these cool-looking glass bottles? What's the deal with these?
Anything worth doing is worth doing well. The MoneyBag Sodas are currently in 7-Elevens, Wegmans, and soon anywhere you go. You won't be able to avoid this. It's really the best tasting stuff out there, classic in classic bottles. It's a vintage soda, all natural products, cane sugar, not that granulated stuff. So this sounds like an infomercial, but kids, don't worry about the retail stuff. All you got to do is go to GeneSimmonsMoneyBag.com and ignore all those voices in back of us. They don't count, only what I'm saying. So listen closely. Go to GeneSimmonsMoneyBag.com and order cases. You're going to have a party and stuff. You want to be the cool guy on the block. This is the way to go. This has been a public service announcement.
Paul, tell me, as a small bottler, tell us a little about your business. What made you start the business, and how'd you pick Gene Simmons? I mean, why not, of course, but.
I didn't start the business, and Gene picked us. How's that sound?
There you go.
I've been doing this. We're third-generation bottlers. We're small guys. It was started by my grandfather. And basically, I've been doing this my whole life without anything else. And we had met up with huge Kiss fans. So we went out to Wizard World out in Cleveland, Ohio, to get some autographed posters with Gene. So we started talking about some other soda stuff that Kiss had done. And after our conversation, Gene said, I have some ideas. Do you have a card?
Well, let me just tell you, my philosophy on Wall Street and in life is bet on the horse. Due diligence is one thing, and big words like gymnasium, and you can see the numbers crunchers. At the end of the day, you got to put the paperwork aside, look into somebody's eyes, because that's what you're betting on. Like your pretty eyes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mom did good.
So when I met Paul and his brother, who's very jealous that he's not here, they were just going through the lines. And I said, what do you, because I'm always interested in people. What do you guys do? Oh, we make sodas. Sodas? Where? Well, upstate New York. Tell me more. And as they were talking, I saw the sort of the commitment, the passion they had to what they do. And I said, I'd like to find out more, because this was interesting. And then after that, you figure it out.
Paul, what is it like working with Gene? We've gotten to know Gene. He's been down here numerous times. But what is it like in the trenches working with him? I mean, he is a business.
As a business, I've never worked with someone so engaging, ever. Engaged in the business. I mean, literally, there was 4 of us. This was not done in any corporate office or marketing teams or art departments. Me, Gene, and thank you.
But the camera didn't catch it, so we'll do it again.
Okay.
Slow.
4 of us together.
Okay, here it is for the camera. Ready? Go ahead. I've never met anybody.
Never met anybody like this. And thank you. And since day one, when we sat down, just literally on renderings, I mean, this was old school, grassroots. We sat down and put together this artwork, designed everything. Us 4.
Wow.
We just collaborated, and we did it all as one, like it used to be. And this is a true vintage soda, not emulated.
What is it like, I guess, if I get both your perspectives, going head to head with a Coke and Pepsi? These are behemoths of corporate America.
You can't think of it that way. There's nothing wrong with Coke and Pepsi. They're going to be vying with each other to pay us hundreds of millions of dollars and possibly $1 billion to buy us, because you can't avoid us. Look, the best way in business and in life to be who you are, be true to thine own self, be true, financially, personally, and so on. Run the best race you can. Don't look over your shoulder. There's always people behind you, on the side, in front of you. Just be all that you can be. Take it from our military. And if you do a good job, they're going to want to buy you, because we already have the eye of a wonderful guy named Joe DePinto, who's the CEO of 7-Eleven. And the way this deal was made to get into 7-Elevens, I called Joe. Hey, Joe, you should check out this soda. It's as good as it gets. And kudos to a CEO who always gives new product, quality product, a chance, because 7-Eleven, Wegmans are great, want to do the best for their customers. So you don't want to put crap in there. You want to do good stuff. We have the quality. We have the champagne of sodas. Why wouldn't it be at Wegmans, 7-Elevens across the country?
You know, Pepsi and Coke have been buying companies too. Pepsi just bought SodaStream. Coca-Cola just spent billions on a coffee company. So that's your goal?
Well, I really don't look at us going head to head with them because this is just a different style of product. It's vintage soda, and basically a lot of the consumers that we've seen that have bought this and tried this product are people that don't drink soda. It's a better formulated soda, better for you, better tasting. This is like I said, just a good version of the standards. It's not craft. This is vintage. And
ginger ale, you can smell the ginger. Cream sodas, vanilla. I mean, it's really,
all real.
Got to switch gears a little bit from soda, even though I'm all about soda. Stocks, Gene, you have been on our network multiple times. You predicted Dow 20,000, Dow 25,000. Where is the Dow going next and why?
Well, it started when the New York Stock Exchange, when Grasso, my school chum, was ahead of it before his $120 million parachute when he left. He knows that stuff. Yes, I do, Murgatroyd. And so they asked me to ring the New York Stock Exchange 2008, Black Sunday, Pink Tuesday. The Dow was in bad trouble. It was under 8,000. And when I rang the bell, you know, everybody clapped and stuff. When I came down, Fox Business was there. Gene, the weird guy with the tongue and the silly hair, where do you think the Dow is going to go? I have no idea why they're asking me. I said, I don't know about you guys, but I think I've heard the phrase, buy low, sell high. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to take all my stupid money and invest in America. Buy America. You like Coca-Cola? Buy Coca-Cola. You like McDonald's? Do what Buffett does. If you know the product, if you know what it is and you like it, buy it. So I bought everything. And I said before I went off the air, you can Google and schmoogle and YouTube it. Gene Simmons says the Dow's going to be over 10,000 in under a year. It was, and it came to pass. So shall it be. And when I was with you guys, I don't know more stuff than you do, but if you take a look at the signs, the street signs up on the road, slow down, the road is wet and so on. I told you the Dow was going to go up. Last time, you know what I said? The Dow was at under 24,000. I said, when I come back next time, it's going to be at 26,000.
And it is. So where's it going next? I mean, tell us.
But here's a word of advice to all of you. Erdogan is not backing down. This is personal between our president and Erdogan because the Catholic priests aren't being let out, whether it's political stuff. The lira's taken a nosedive. He's going to get involved yet again in Syria. The politics of the world body are going to influence this stuff. So even though we're at 26, almost 25, 929, here we go, 931, as I'm talking, it's going up. Buy, kids, buy. And we'll be at 26,000 any day. But because of the political turmoil, here's what's going to happen. The Dow is going to go down 1,100 to 1,200 points in the next 12 months. Don't get scared. Buy America, because as soon as Kim Jong-un, who didn't put missiles into the present-day parade, comes closer to signing that peace treaty, and as soon as we take care of Assad for using chemical weapons, because the guy's going to do it despite the warnings, the Dow's going to go back up, because the Dow and Wall Street and you and I buy based on our beliefs. Is America healthy? Actually, yes. Actually, the Dow is going up. The unemployment is down 3.9. It's going to go to 3.6. You watch. And if that happens, all these good signs, the Dow will go to 29,000 before this president finishes the term.
This is the first time
and
you've
if
made
that
a
happens,
short-term market call on our network.
And if that happens, it's short time, but it's a volatile world. Everything's much faster. And if that happens by a year and 8 months, our president is going to be reelected, but in a landslide, this time with a popular vote, unless he gets impeached.
Short-term market pullback. You heard it here first. Gene, I got to ask you, we're coming up on an anniversary of the Lehman Brothers bankruptcy in 2008. Where were you when that happened?
I remember where I was, and I remember I was in LA, and I remember people that I knew whose lives were devastated by these holes, who were not thinking of America and who were lying to everybody and selling crap. It happened before with junk, with penny stocks and all that. It was all inflated stuff, and they were being untruthful unethical. You're supposed to, when you sell a product to somebody, tell them the truth. This is, volatile, be conservative or liberal. They were just selling smoke and mirrors, and it imploded. The unfortunate thing is Lehman Brothers and everybody were too big to fail, so the United States government, you and I, had to bail them out for, oh my God, $1 trillion, $2 trillion, something like that. We're still paying for it. There is something in the idea that something is too big to fail. We're supposed to look out for that with monopolies and all that. The financial institutions are very, very powerful. So if you make me the benevolent dictator of America, I'll take care of it.
Gene, everybody got hit during that period. Well, how did you come back from that? I mean, you're not obviously like most people, but what advice would you give someone trying to recover?
Well, everybody knows the same thing, but a good reminder is a good reminder. When I put on a few pounds, you need somebody to come there. You're going to the gym. You're going to eat less. You get a little fat. You've got to eat less calories and things. And also spread the risk. Come on. When you go to Las Vegas, do you put all your money on 38 Black? No, you don't. When you invest in the stock market, do you just buy biotech? No, you don't. You buy gold, you buy this, you buy a hedge against inflation and other variables. So you've got to spread the risk. One of the other things is that retail is in trouble and everything's becoming more online, which is why you should go to GeneSimmonsMoneyBag.com and get cases. It'll come directly to your house and you'll be the cool person. So by the way, I'm not just talking out of the backside because you can't say that word anymore. I'm going to show up in Buffalo. Where are we going? 7-Eleven in Buffalo, Niagara Falls. And there are people coming for 400 miles away because I want to meet the people. Never lose touch with where you came from. When I first came to America, God bless America, you can't really say that, God bless Italy. It doesn't sound the same. This is the place where flight was invented. You can fly through the air thanks to two bicycle brothers out of Kitty Hawk, wherever the hell that is, who had no resume and created flight. Television, movies, things. The light that turns darkness into light was invented right here with people who had no resume, who never did this kind of stuff before. We are in the promised land. I come from Israel, but trust me, this is the promised land. If you came from wherever it is you came from, China, and you had all the money, I said China really quickly, and you wanted to get out and you wanted to take your money out, although preventing that with 50,000, but you can invest anywhere, where would you go? Would you drop to your knees on the shores of thank God I made it to France? No, you wouldn't, because you can't fire anybody there.
Speaking of fire, you were here last time talking about...
Everything he's saying is true.
Cannabis stocks. Where are you at? Since you came, you were very upbeat on them. They've gone through the roof since. What's your latest prediction?
Well, in the interest of full disclosure, because it's a public traded company, blah, 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 Invictus-MD.com is being traded at the TSX under the ticker name Gene, G-E-N-E. I had nothing to do with that. Soon coming to the New York Stock Exchange, I'm told. The good side and the bad side, Invictus, it's a cannabis company. I'm straight. I believed in it as a financial play. They gave me $2.5 million and something like $10 to $12 million of stock. So I got into it as a financial play, and I believe, based on what researchers tell us, that it's a good thing. It's a good thing for people, for little girls with epilepsy, and there's all kinds of benefits, but don't listen to me. Legislators should be watching and listening to what researchers are saying, okay? So this is a financial play for me. The problem, of course, with getting traction is the short guys are coming in, and I don't mean they're tall or short, you know what I'm saying. They come in, they want that quick buck. So as soon as everybody gets serious and understands it, everybody's gonna jump on. Right now the shorts are in the way, and we'll get those guys out of the way. They just wanna make pennies. They don't see the dollar. Listen to Warren Buffett. When you buy something you like, let it roll. You made a profit, let it roll. Keep the long haul is the way to go. You don't need that money anyway. You go on vacations you don't need to go to. You drink too much in a year. You go to restaurants all the time and you treat everybody else. Take all that stupid money and invest in America. Is this a new idea? Come on.
Gene, last time you were here, also a couple more for you. You were bullish on Tesla CEO Elon Musk. The guy was just caught smoking weed. What do you think about it?
But he immediately, I think it's cool. There's nobody out there like him. The space program has benefited enormously from guys like Elon Musk. SpaceX is wonderful. Sir Richard Branson's wonderful. It's always about the individual. You can't move the needle if you're big and you're bloated. That's called NASA and politics and the government and allocation of funds. You know, the rich guy just steps up, especially self-made, says, I'm going to go to Mars. It's the end. No decisions by committee. Tesla, you think the government could have been able to launch that? Not on your life. He just decided, this is what I want to do. I want to get Hyperloop. I want to go underground. And he's building it. And he's going to build whatever it is that he wants. So people on the street who don't understand these big personalities will see guys smoking dope with Joe Rogan and all that kind of, they don't get it. Bet on Elon Musk. This is a legitimate American entrepreneur who flies under his own radar. He's not looking for anybody else. I'm going to do what I want. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. By the way, in terms of damage control, he's got a new president in there who's going to satiate all the grandmas out there who are, you know, I don't like who he's hanging out with. It's called business, not friends. He's outstanding. America can use a lot more Elon Musks.
Lastly, before I let you go, tell me about the new book. Congratulations on it.
Simmons
Please,
Books, let me hold it up because that's important. Simmons Books, just launched with Power Books, 27, the first book. The basic sugarcoating here is Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, many, many more have died at the mysterious 27 years of age. Nobody knows why. Some of it is depression, some of it is drugs, all this kind of stuff. So this book, I hope, is going to get people thinking and talking. That your next door neighbor, your friend, may be suffering from something. And one of the things you can do immediately is to just engage in the conversation. Learn to listen. Life is tough. Okay? Life is really difficult. And for those of you out there who have a bad day or you broke up with your girlfriend and you go back into your room and you start to walk into darkness, don't do that. Even if you have to pick up the phone and call somebody and talk, and at the very extreme, call the suicide prevention hotline. Just talk it out. And all the rest of us should be there to listen, because it could be your family member, your children. There are kids offing themselves because of bullying and all kinds of stuff. This book is called 27, The Legend and Mythology of the 27 Club. And I hope people are going to read it just because of the pop culture part of it. The rich and the famous, why did they disappear at 27? But the bigger idea is, it's happening all around us, and not just because of drugs or bullying and all this kind of stuff. So all of us should be a little bit more caring. It could happen to your family member.
Got a stock market prediction?
You want to join in?
All mine's in MoneyBag Soda.
Fair enough. All right, Gene Simmons.
.com.
Paul. GeneSimmonsMoneyBag.com.
Thanks so much, guys, for joining us. And for you guys for watching out there, comment below. Get at us. Did you like us? What do you think about all this? We'll talk to you guys soon.
Invest in America. Go buy stuff.